Korea is banking on its first summit with African leaders on Tuesday to raise its profile on the continent and boost economic ties, officials said ahead of the meeting in Seoul. But in an African where China, the US, Russia, European Union, Britain and India have already pitched their ideas, the South Korean said the 2 days event should also be a reflection of shared experience and lessons learned. You know, whenever they are coming like this, there's nothing like shared experience learned. It means that Africa have what they want to come and poach, or they want to come and take out of Africa. So they are coming like they are coming to do Africa a favor. Thereby, they are the one Africa is doing a great favor, and Africa is going to get a peanut in return. But this is not an emotional attachment. South Korea is rushing to tap into Africa's vast mineral resources. You see, it's about African riches. Yes, because based on the greener technology and that most of these countries want to start building electric cars, they need to tap into African mineral resources or natural resources. Countries like Zambia, which is high solidified or one of the highest exporters of copper or producers of copper, those are one of the countries they will be looking into. And they will equally be looking at various countries in Africa which can offer them lithium, because they use lithium in doing a whole lot of things in modern day technologies you can't even imagine. Yes, so whenever they are coming like this, they make it seem as if they are coming to do Africa a favor. They are coming to elevate Africa. They are coming to uplift Africa, whereby Africa, they are coming because Africa is going to offer them far much more than the peanuts they are bringing or they are coming along with. So, which could power the country's transition to greener technology. It is also rushing to cement trade ties with Africa. You see, they want to cement trade ties with Africa because Africa have the vast mineral resources in which they need in their country's transition to greener technology. So at the end of the day, it is give and take. But what is Africa getting for it? At the end of the day, is as usual. Africa gets peanut for the massive resources Africa will be giving them in return. Because we have stupid leaders. Because we have leaders that are selfish and self-centered, who don't know how to be patriotic, who don't know how to put the needs of their various country or the continent above their individual needs, above their greed, above their self-centeredness and selfishness. Yes, that is just a fact. The Republic of Korea expertise in development, coupled with its unwavering commitment to aid and advanced technologies position, is to catalyze Africa's economic growth and sustainable development. This is laughable. It is laughable in the sense that you see how they try to put it to make it look as if they are doing Africa a favor, whereby what Africa is going to get out of this might not even be 10% compared to 150% what they are going to be getting out of every of these African countries that they are going to initiate into this, their so-called pitching their ideas. Yes. Then he turned to Ghana and Zambia especially to discuss the mineral potential. You see, Zambia especially to discuss the mineral potential there, since Korea is a leader in electric vehicle production, possesses high competitiveness in advanced industrial sectors such as secondary batteries. The potential for cooperation with Zambia, which is rich in key minerals like copper, is tremendous. You see, for them, Zambia is lucrative because Zambia is one of the highest exporters of copper, and they need secondary batteries for their electric cars. So countries like Zambia is very, very lucrative for them. But what is the people of Zambia going to be getting out of this? How is the Zambia squatcher going to be faring in the outcome of this whole trade deal and all that? How is Zambia's export market going to be faring in the middle of all these cock and bull stories as usual? It is left to be seen. The summit is said was the best opportunity for Korea to accompany Africa's proactive development path based on its own experience and expertise. It is very funny. Some 25 African countries had confirmed their attendance according to a preliminary message sent to journalists, although Seoul said it had received confirmation that representatives of up to 48 African countries will attend. South Korea, by the way, has 25 embassies on the continent, a relationship that has grown to over the past 30 years. You see, it is very clear, loud and clear, that they are just coming to Africa because of their transition to greener technology. Yes, so Africa now is, as usual, they are poaching ground to come and poach resources, but it's now left for our leaders to be able to negotiate, putting African continent first, putting their various countries first, the needs of the continent of Africa, the needs of their various countries first, above their personal needs, above their personal interests, because that is always the problem in Africa. Our leaders are too stupid, they are too greedy, they are too selfish, that they are putting their own needs, their selfish interests above the interests of the continent, above the needs of the country. That is why you see that African continent is still in the state where it is. Because as long as we keep having leaders who put their selfish interests above the continent's interests, we will keep having puppets who the West can easily manipulate into doing their bits because they offer them peanuts.